Hey, board gamers. BJ from Game Gumbo here, back with another unboxing and an overview. This time I've got a copy of Carpe Diem, kind of a unofficial third edition from Alea and Ravensburger. It's a 2018 Stefan Feld release. It's got all those goodies that we like from Stefan Feld. It's got tile laying, lots of different ways to score. So we've got a copy of the box. Let's take a look at it and see what's different from the first editions. All right, so here's the box of Carpe Diem. Front of the box, as you can see, totally changed. It's got the brand new cover, big, beautiful picture, really classic looking. Back's got the descriptions, of course, as they usually do, with a picture of the meeples in action. Carpe Diem, you're playing over 4 rounds or weeks. You know, you're seizing the day. 4 phases, that's right, and 7 rounds in each phase. So it's sort of like weeks into a month, and each day you want to do what you can to try to score as many points as possible. It's a big, oh my God, look how heavy this thing is. It's so heavy. Big, big, beautiful box, lots of tiles, but let's take a look inside. I'm going to tell you, I wasn't that impressed with the first edition. I had trouble with some of the different colors, and I'm hoping that they've fixed some of these things with this one. Let me get this mic over here real quick. All right, so we got the rule book, Carpe Diem. That is German. Realization. So these are the rules in French. And then we've got the English rules here. Nice, beautiful pictures. I don't remember the rule book from the first one, but this has some nice pictures with it. So we're getting a lot of examples of how the scoring works. Just switch over this page here. Yeah. All the different cards. So nice rule book. In-game scoring. One more rule book. Looks like Italian. Whoa, there's another one. And in Spanish. So you got German, French, English, Spanish, and Italian. Plenty of rule books there. Oh, we love the extra bags here on the Gumbo. And there's plenty of extra bags here. So once we break out these things, got the, I think they're called patricians in here. Take a look at those. This looks pretty similar to what I remember from the first game. The markers for your leaves and your fish and your grapes. And of course your chickens. Can't forget the chickens. Beautiful chickens there. Big sturdy wooden pieces. Nicely done. I like that. Another extra bag. Our scoring markers. At the end of each round, one of the cool things about Carpe Diem is that it's going to give you a choice between the in-game scoring. You're going to have 2 cards to look at next to each other, adjacent. And in turn order, that's what's so important about the turn order, because normally the turns just kind of move from player to player at the end of each round. But in turn order, from the aspect of how far you've gone on the track, you're going to take one of your discs, slide it between 2 of the cards, and you'll score those 2 cards. So you're building toward those cards during the game, but that locks out for you for the rest of the game. So, you know, you're going to grab that one, and you can't go back to hit that one again. All right, now we got some of the tiles, and here is where I think people are going to see some of the most, some of the biggest changes. So supposedly they've changed out some of the colors on the tiles to make them a little bit easier to see. From what I remember, and it's been a while since I played this game, but there's 4, basically the way I think of it is 4 different types of tiles. There's going to be the villas, and completing those villas, putting the 2 together, are going to give you victory points during the end of the game. They will not give you anything no bonuses while you're playing. And then you've also got dwellings and landscapes, and you've got the single tiles that we'll talk about when we see them, the markets and the bakeries and the fountains. So let's see what we have here. Let's see how close we can get that in there. Nice thick tile, as you can see. Yeah. Pretty good. Thick. How well they punch out. Ooh. Very sturdy to punch out. Okay, so these are going to be good. And as you can see, the tiles actually connect as you place them. So if I break this here, See how you're getting, when you're placing the tiles down, you're getting 1/2 of that red tile. And then hopefully you can match it up as you put them on your player boards. And if you match up some of these, for instance, if you can match up, the baker, it's going to give you some bread tokens. The fun ones are the landscapes. Putting those together, the bigger the better. You're going to get things like you put these water tiles together, and you're going to get fish. As big of a lake as you can make it, it'll be that many fish -1. So if you make a 4-tile lake, that'll be 3 fish that goes into your supply. Some more of the tiles. I like the way, I can kind of see how the colors are all different. All the tiles are green, of course, but it's the things on the tiles now that you have a better idea of seeing. All right, so we've got some cards in here. Oh, that's where I probably should have opened the box up before, because I'm so terrible at opening these cards. Yeah, I'm not going to do this. And the Boy Scout did not have... Oh, look at that. Very nice, Ravensburger and Alea. They actually gave you a little thing to open those up. And let's see what we got here. So these are the A and B tiles that are coming up. Hey, there's Nick Hayes checking in. What's up, Nick? Yep. So if you're getting into Feld, wasn't my favorite Feld when it came out. I still love Castles of Burgundy and Aquasphere, and I'm getting back into Trajan because I played Trajan when it first came out, and it just a little too heavy for me at first. So let's take a look. These are the A and B scoring tiles, and C and D, and then on the back, got all of these scoring tiles. See how he's got little markers there? So if these tiles are next to each other, you can put your disc in between them and try to score that. Now be careful, because if you Nick, this is where it gets tricky. Oh, hey, there's Fiona checking in. Yeah, love Aquasphere. I agree, Fiona. It was my #1 Feld for a long time, till I got so into Castles of Burgundy. I played Castle of Burgundy 30 or 40 times. Probably played it 20 times this year alone. But be careful, Nick. Whenever you pick your scoring tile, you better be able to score both sides of the tile, because if you can't, you're actually going to lose points. I think if I remember right, it's 4 points on there. So you have got to be careful. I mean, think about it. If you pick the wrong scoring tile and it's adjacent to another one that you can't do, but that's, that's the best that you could put up, you could actually lose 8 points. A couple of rounds of that, and you are out of the game. All right, so we got some more of the cards. Let's see, where does it start? Right here. Okay. Nice. These pictures are easy to see. Can you see these? Yeah, let me make sure I get them in the screen there. Nice, simple, clean artwork. So you can see that if you have this many tiles, for every one of those tiles you have, you're going to score 2 points. Same thing with all these. Just in-game scoring there. And there are ways of getting more. I'm pretty sure, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it's the fountains that allow you to get these cards. Yeah, look, it's on the back of the card. How easy is that? Fountain cards. So getting the fountains will give you looks at these cards. Grabbing those fountain cards will help you score points at the end of the game. Hello, Patricia. Good morning. Yeah, it's Christmas Eve, and the kids are all gone, and I got this thing in yesterday, and people have been hitting on social media like, what's inside the box? What's inside the box? I said, well, you know what? I'm just going to do a little Thursday morning thing. So let's see what we got here. This is the part I don't remember what this part is for. So it's been too long since I looked at it. Looks like scoring. There's nothing on the back. So that maybe chat crew can help me out. Fiona, do you remember this part here, or Nick? I don't remember what these cards are for. I could take a look. All right, so let's look at the big board. I'd heard that they were going to make some changes with the way that you move around on the board, and that's what I'm curious about. So originally the board, one of the things that some people liked a lot and some people didn't like was the way you moved your meeples around on the board. You would actually move them in like a star pattern. So you could always go here, and you were always looking at 2 choices. You could look at, I'm going to go to these tiles here or these tiles here. It's the 2 kind of opposite corners in that star. So I'm not seeing that now. I don't see the star. I'm going to have to check out the rule book to see if that's one of the changes that Alea has made in the movement. What it sort of looks like is that you're moving left and right. And I know that when the tiles were exhausted. In other words, people had taken all the tiles off during that round. Then I remember that you could skip over that space. You know, it wasn't like a dead move. If you went to one of these areas and there were no tiles there, you would actually bounce to the next one. So I'm wondering if they just made it simpler by moving left and right. I'm gonna have to check that out. All right, we got some more juicy cardboard here. Let's see what we got here. Coins, some bread tokens. I remember those bread tokens. Yep. All right, lots of scoring chips here. Oh, there's those juicy fountains. Beautiful fountains there. I'm going to tell you, one I like green. So green is pretty easy there. Oh, is that what it was? Those are scoring cards? Okay. Thank you, Berla. Berla's checking in. What's up? I should have gotten you in on the broadcast since you know Carpe Diem so much better than me. Hey, Berla, I am happy to help you bounce around in here and correct it. Yeah, so bouncing around the board, Berla says, bouncing around the board was the way it originally in the first edition was your favorite. I know you love that little star thing here. I'm not seeing it on this board, Verla. So the rumors that you and I had talked about looks like it's true. That looks like they've changed that. Man, we got a ton of cardboard here, Verla. I'm getting excited about this here. Lots of tiles, big thick tiles. They've done a good job with this production. It's actually kind of hard to break this off. They're so thick. There we go. Lots of tiles. And Berla, you're going to have to tell me. I don't remember all the names of these tiles anymore. Let's see over there. These are nice and thick. Lovely, lovely. I like the palette. I like the big green. I like the dark green with colors that pop off of that green. I think that is. I mean, you can see all the difference between this green, the gray, the brown, and the gold, the red, and the blue. I think you can see these a lot better. Yeah, don't you think so? That's right. Berla says color choices much improved. I'm agreeing with you, Berla. Much improved. Still in that typical Alea box. Love that part. There are so many tiles in this game. I forgot about how many tiles. Berla, I don't remember what this part is. What is this part right here? I'm trying to remember. So reds with it. Okay, so the villas. Okay, thank you. And the villas are one of the ones that you can connect and make them larger. I don't remember what those villas do. So that's the ones that give you victory points at the end, but you're not going to get any rewards. So they're gonna connect back with the in-game scoring. I remember some of them. So the merchants are going to give you some coins if you need to buy stuff. The baker is going to give you bread tokens, more than just a little bakery where you only get one bread. The baker is going to give you a bunch of bread tokens. Administration is going to let you move up on that banderole bar. I couldn't remember the name earlier. The banderole bar is the one that lets you hit the scoring cards faster than anybody else. Oh, and what is this the market? Don't remember what these are. Berla, help me out on that one. And that is, so you've got those single tiles. I think these are all the single tiles. The fountains are going to give you those scoring cards. The markets are going to get you a coin. And the bakery is just going to give you one single solitary bread. So I'm thinking we're getting to the player boards here. Yep, we are getting to the player boards now. Oh, what I was talking about is this right here. Let me show you. These little teeny markers there. Forget what that is. Yeah, I think that was the marking on the single tiles. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Berla. Player boards. Not as thick as I expected, but it'll work. Nice little cheat sheet. Let's see if I can give you a good glance of that cheat sheet there. Oh, wrong way. All right. I'm assuming those are scrolls affecting, always affecting some luck, maybe affecting the move. All right. We've got all the player board sets. 1, 2, 3, 4 different player boards. Let's see how they punch out. Okay, this one's giving me a little bit of trouble. These are surprisingly a little thinner than unless I'm wrong, it's a little bit thinner than the other ones. Yeah, it is. It's a little bit thinner than the tiles for the player board. There's your shovel. Yeah. but I always like a handy dandy player aid. And usually that's the best part about Stefan Feld's games. It might take you a game or so, but you play castles or trade or any of these games now just based on the iconography, once you learn it. So those are the banderoles that you cover up on your player board and remove when you put a tile in that place. Then you get to move up one on the banderole bar. Okay, so that's the banderole bar ones. All right. You can see it's been a while since I've gotten my butt handed to me by Steve the Name Father in Carpe Diem. But now maybe I can practice up, take him on again, because, oh, wow, he's whooped my butt many times. All right, Carpe Diem. I am willing to give it a second chance. I'm telling you, bro, I think this looks gorgeous. I mean, this production is just fantastic. As you know, games like this they're abstract. They don't have a lot of theme to them. I mean, ostensibly the theme is, season of the day in early Roman times, and you're trying to, get all this scoring with building up these little tiny communities. But what it really is about is about tile placement, about knowing how to be efficient with your turns, putting these things together. You're not going to get a super thematic feel. So what I like about that is a beautiful presence. And one of the things I like about Castles of Tuscany, the new edition, the lighter version, I call it, of Castle of Burgundy, is it's gorgeous. It just absolutely looks gorgeous. So yeah, Nick, I'm agreeing with you. Hey, Alea and Ravensburger, there's another person agreeing with you. Nick says, looks a lot better than the first one. Going through the last part. Yep. I like what I see so far. I'm going to have to refresh myself on the rules. I'm remembering some of it, and I'm not remembering all of it, but I like what I see so far. My wife and I have some time before Christmas, so I think we're going to break this out right on the thing. I just wanted to show you guys what's inside the box. Let me get over to my screen here. Yeah, I want to show you guys what's inside the box of Carpe Diem. I want to thank the folks at Ravensburger for sending us a copy. That's the brand new, what some people are calling kind of the third edition of Carpe Diem. Hey, the funny thing is that they've listened. The customers, the players, the gamers, they told them that they love Stefan Feld games, but they want them to be beautiful as well as tight and just awesome gameplay. So the original edition gave some people like me and other people have talked about it, trouble with different colors. So here's Alea and Ravensburger listening, and they made a little change. Let's give that another shot. So yeah, happy Christmas to everybody. Patrick Newman, our lefty rider out there. Merry Christmas. Love the pictures you've been sending. And Patricia, thanks. I'm glad. I'm going to try to do this with some of the games. I've got some time for the next 3 or 4 days, and I've got some games I want to open up. So hey, everybody, have a Merry Christmas out there. Play some games, be nice to each other, and let's hope for a better 2021. We'll see you next time. And until next time, this is BJ from Board Game Gumbo. Laissez le bon temps rouler.